It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sammy, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Happy New Year, fam! Welcome to a new year, 2026, and I bet you are all on a roll. You're loving your new fitness journeys, your New Year's resolutions, you're hitting the gym, you're like meal prepping, you're doing your water, you're walking, you're doing all the things. You're on a roll. It's 2026, new year, new me. Let's go. But unfortunately, by January 31st, most people are unmotivated. They're exhausted, they're burnt out because they went at 100 miles an hour that they just couldn't keep up with for the whole entire month. The other problem is that they just cared because they were relying on motivation instead of just building some sustainable habits. But anyways, by the end of January, the gyms are going to be quieter, meal plans are going to be boring, and the new year, new me energy has worn off. And here comes that infamous Quitters Day, where people decide, what's the point of this New Year's resolution? It's already 30 days in, I've forgotten about it. I've already messed up once. What's the point of continuing? But here's the truth. People don't quit because they're lazy. They quit because they went too hard, too fast, and built a plan that never really fit their real life. They were unrealistic with the goals that they set ahead. And in today's episode is about how to avoid that burnout and how to make sure your progress doesn't end in January like it always has before. Can we actually say, let's make 2026 different, and then actually make 2026 different? That's my goal for you this year. So first of all, why does the January burnout happen every single year? It's a pattern. Most people start by overhauling everything at once, training more than ever, eating quote unquote perfectly, cutting out the foods that they enjoy, and expecting instant results. They go from literally 0 to 100 overnight. They've gone fuck it mode all Christmas long and then magically decide that on January 1st something's going to change and they're going to become a new person. But the truth is, the person that you were during the silly season, how you showed up during that time period, is quite a strong reflection of how you're going to show up in 2026. If you had this mindset of fuck it and then I'm going to go 100% all in, all or nothing on January 1st, it's that exact mindset as to why you're burning out by January 31st. And that sprint kind of attitude may work for a week or two, but life doesn't pause in January. People are still on holidays, so sometimes it's a bit easier to do it. But when work gets a bit busy again, kids are getting sick, getting ready to go back to school, energy's fluctuating, so something will start to slip. And then once one thing slips, you're going to think, I've failed. What is the point of continuing? I forgot how hectic life is once life goes back to quote unquote normal after the summer holidays. I'm just going to give up on myself. Because you know what? Who was I kidding? I can't do this. They haven't failed. I mean, the only way to fail is by quitting. So if you don't quit, you don't fail. But your plan is what failed you. You did not fail. Your plan failed. Burnout isn't a motivation issue. It is a strategy issue. So if you want to avoid quitting, you need to start smaller than what your ego wants. You need to let go of your expectations of what you're going to achieve, because people will overestimate what they can achieve in a couple of weeks and underestimate what they can achieve in a year if they just stay consistent long enough for the results to come in. So habit stacking. Start where you actually are. It's not smaller forever, but just start smaller first. Instead of changing everything, pick the lowest hanging fruit. Build consistency, and then stack the habits, the next habit, and the next habit. New to the gym? All right, cool. Do not go 5 days a week. That's just stupid. Start with 2 sessions per week. Start with 30-minute sessions. If you're used to doing 5,000 steps a day, don't suddenly say you're going to hit 10,000 every single day. Just go to 7,000 steps every single day. Want to eat better? Well, first, identify what eating better even means, because better just is cool, how long's a piece of string? But maybe just start by targeting one area at a time. Maybe it's increasing your protein and your fruit and veg targets. Maybe it's just making sure your plate is always balanced. One thing at a time. Now, when is the one thing at a time super duper important? When you're trying to do this alone. When you're trying to do it on your own, it is really hard to know, one, if what you're doing is even the right thing at all. Two, are you even progressing at a pace that would be a pace that you can actually progress on? Or are you just kind of Because sometimes you can say, I'm just starting small, I'm just starting with small habits, but really it's a bit of a cop-out way of just being like afraid to actually push yourself beyond your comfort zone to actually make changes. Like, yes, you can start small, you can start slow, but you may start too small, too slow, and not progress because you're doing it on your own, because you have no accountability and no progression, and you don't actually have a proper game plan from how, like, yes, start with simple stuff, start with the protein, start with fruit, start with veg, try and hit your fiber, balanced plate, like make it really simple. But if you don't ever go beyond that, then you're also not going to achieve your results. So sometimes ladies make the error of going, I'm just starting small, I'm just starting slow on their own, but they don't actually have a game plan on how to actually still get the results. And that's where you need that structure, you need that accountability, you need that support. But I digressed. I totally went down a rabbit hole on that one. Basically, your journey needs to fit your real life, not a fantasy version of you. Now, if your real life right now is like you do 1,000 steps a day, you're eating takeaway every meal, like, yes, it's time to overhaul your diet. It's time to overhaul your whole entire life. But you're still not going to do that all at once. Let's go slowly, one thing at a time. Think of it like Tetris. You don't force pieces where they don't fit. You build smartly, one piece at a time, and you strategically move things around and change the plan as needed based on what piece comes up next. And momentum builds that intensity every single time. The momentum is what is most important. And then here is the mindset shift that changes everything after that. Fitness is not an on and off switch. Fitness is really not that deep. I honestly think ladies take their fitness journey like too emotionally serious. Like, it's just like eat some decent food, like don't eat like a dickhead, just eat good food and go to the gym and lift some weights, move your body and just go for a walk. Like, it's actually not that deep. The reason why ladies feel like it's such a struggle and get this like emotional attachment to the journey is their mindset. It's not the actual actions that they need to take. It's their mindset. It's how they view their body. It's how they've tied exercise to calorie burn. Calorie burn equals I'm allowed to eat. I'm allowed to eat only a certain amount of food because if I eat a certain amount of food, then maybe I will not put on weight on the scale. It is that negative toxic relationship where X equals Y that I just went through is the reason why ladies find the health and fitness journey such an emotional roller coaster. But when you break it down to like literally the simple things, it's like just go to the gym, go lift weights to be strong and build muscle, have a good program, progress, go lift weights, eat your food. Have high protein, have a balanced plate, have some fruit and veggies, like don't stress if you have some fun stuff in there, but like, and stop being like a little bit delusional that you think eyeballing it is like okay if you're on a fat loss journey. Like, there's some things where it's like, come on guys, come on in. But also it's like, okay, drink a glass of water. Oh, it's 9 o'clock at night. Cool, go to bed. Like, it's really not that complicated. You got 10 minutes? Cool, go for a walk. It's not that deep. It's just a health and fitness. This isn't like some crazy deep emotional experience. This should just be fundamental habits in your life. Where it comes to being that emotional connection, I'm going to swing and repeat this again, is because we have been, and this is not your fault, ladies, like I'm telling you, this is not your fault. This is social media. This is how we've been brought up to see food as you earn your food through exercise. Exercise is there for calorie burn, and you only exercise when you want to lose weight, and you only eat healthy food when you want to lose weight, and otherwise just eat quote unquote normal. And if the scale goes up, you're a failure. If the scale is going down, you're winning. If your clothes feel like, it is just absolutely toxic. But it's because of that is why ladies get emotional around their health and fitness journey. But if we can just separate it, focus on this being just your life. This is just what you do. You get up and you go for a walk. You have your protein. You drink your coffee. You don't think too much about it. You just make it part of your life. And then it just becomes habits. It's fine. It's ingrained in you. It just is what it is. It is what you do. It's not something that wavers. It's like same as brushing your teeth, right? Like, you just do it. You may have an emotionally stressful day. You're still going to brush your teeth. You have an emotional stressful day, you're still going to go for a walk. You're still going to eat your protein. You're still going to drink your water. That's what I want the health and fitness journey to be for you. And then if you're like, okay, but Sammy, I want to lose weight. Cool, that's so fine. Get those fundamental habits. Make that your lifestyle. And then all we have to do is go, okay, let's dial the calories down a little bit and maybe increase your energy output a little bit, and then you're going to lose the weight. And then when you're done, let me guide you into a maintenance and teach you how to eat at maintenance. You already know the fundamental habits. It's just about the amount of foods and sometimes we make some smart swaps to make the calorie difference. That is how you master your health and fitness journey. So I swing back to that in saying stop treating setbacks like a failure, because fitness is not an on and off switch. It is a dial. Some weeks life is a little calmer and you can turn that dial right up to 100%. You can nail every single gym session. You don't have to rush. You're cruising in this gym. You meal prep every single thing from home. Like, you're going to bed really early. You're feeling amazing. But sometimes shit's going to hit the fan. Life is going to get in the way. Work explodes. You've got deadlines to chase. Your kid's near you. Your sleep is off. And that's where the dial just goes down to a 60 or a 70% or a 50%. But it does not go to zero. Never let the day go to zero. The goal is that the ball always keeps rolling, and setbacks aren't failure. They're just data and a tool to reflect on and to learn on and adjust and keep moving forward. So the next time you want to say, I've ruined everything, what's the point? Fuck it. Think about what happened. What made it hard? What was the trigger? What was the thought? What was the emotion? And what can I adjust for next time? Because that question alone prevents quitting. So I'm going to give you an example. So say if you rocked up to work and you forgot to pack your lunch, and you go, fuck it, I'm just going to get takeaway, fuck it, I'm just going to go fuck it for sorry, I'm swearing way too many times. You're just going to do whatever you want for the rest of the day, because who cares? I've already ruined one meal. I might as well just go whatever for the rest of the day. I might as well go whatever for the rest of the week. Oh, this is too hard basket to get back into it. That is the problem that happens, right? Okay, so let's reflect back. Where did the error happen? Okay, so the problem came up when we forgot our lunch. Okay, why did we forget our lunch? We forgot it because we didn't meal prep the night before. Okay, why didn't we meal prep the night before? Oh, because we were out late with friends having an amazing time. Or you just went, oh, I just got home from work and I just couldn't be bothered to meal prep. Okay, bugger. So what do we do next time? Okay, next time, no matter what, I just got to make sure I've got something in the freezer ready to grab and go. I've got grab and go options in the pantry. And then ideally, the best option is I just meal prep my lunches like 4 days in advance, so they're always ready to go. Okay, so what if that couldn't have happened? Bugger, I didn't have time to meal prep. I didn't have anything left in the freezer, and I don't have anything left in the pantry. Cool, that's so fine. I've got a lunch break at work. I'm going to duck out to the grocery store and I'm going to make sure I'm following Sammy, and I've saved her like little, oh no, I forgot my lunch posts, and so I know exactly what to grab, and I'm going to grab a bag of salad. I'm going to bag a packet of wraps that I can leave at work for emergencies as well. I'm going to grab a couple of cans of tuna and like some avocado or something, and now I've got to bang a lunch and it's still going to hit my calories and I'm not going to blow out. Cool, done, problem solved. But if you had just gotten emotional over it and gone, oh, I forgot my lunch, I'm going to get takeaway, oh, what's the point for the rest of the week? Now that just spirals into a problem. Whereas you've already gone, oh, bugger, I've got my lunch, this is what I'm going to do instead. I know why. It was because I just decided not to meal prep last night, which was a bit silly of me. I'm not going to do that again, but whatever, move on, do this instead. Now, it ain't an issue. And you didn't fail. You just had to re-navigate through the plan. This is actually my favorite analogy at the moment, and it is, does Google Maps give up on you? If you take a wrong turn, does Google Maps go, screw you, sis, you took the wrong turn, I'm shutting off, you find your own way there? No, it doesn't. So why do you do that to yourself if you take a wrong turn? What does it do? It redirects. Oh no, I forgot my lunch. Oh well, I'll just go to the shops and buy something instead. And I know how to track my macros so I can make it fit within the plan. It's fine. Google Maps will always find an alternative route for you. You need to learn the skill set to always find an alternative route, because that is where I come back to the fitness journey doesn't have to be that deep. And the issue is you get emotional to the, oh my God, I've fallen off track, I'm a failure. What? Nah, dude, you just forgot your lunch. It's fine. Just go to the shops and buy something. It's okay. So going through that cycle of what happened, what made it hard, what can I do for next time, reflecting back, that is going to stop you from treating every single setback like a failure and quitting over and over again. Okay, the next one is the progress over perfection mindset. And honestly, this is also where most ladies will slip up. Burnout thrives on perfectionism. People think if I can't do it perfectly, what is the point? But results don't come from one perfect day or one perfect meal. They come from your weekly and monthly and yearly averages. You don't get healthy from eating one salad, and you don't get fat from eating one burger. You don't ruin your progress from one off-the-meal plan. It's what you do consistently that matters most. And so consistency actually looks like imperfect action, repeated often with flexibility built in. Yes, if you can be 100% on your macros 99% of the time, fabulous. You are going to get better results. But don't beat yourself up if you can't achieve that. And for some people, it's unrealistic to be that perfect. And you just have to accept that if that is you, that your progress may be slightly different paced to someone else who can be slightly more dialed in based on what's around them and their environment as well. Enjoy the dinners, enjoy a slice of birthday cake, and then move the fuck on. You are totally fine. Progress over perfection is the key. The key is to return to your normal routine without guilt or without drama, I promise. And that ability to return is what separates people who last from people who quit. Okay, do you know another reason why people burn out is because they do not align their goals with their values, their real reason why. The goals don't actually mean enough to them. Surface goals. I want to be a number on the scale. I want to be ready for this holiday. I want to be a certain clothing size. It's like, cool, why? Oh, I don't know, I just think it would be good. Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you just think it'll be good, you're probably not going to really put that much effort in. You're not going to care that much. You need to have goals that will sustain you. So to avoid quitting, you need to ask why, then ask again and again, 3 to 5 times. Usually the real reason is deeper. It's, I want to lose this weight. Okay, first of all, scrap the scale number as a goal, please, 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 please. Yes, you can tell me, okay, I want to lose about 10 kilos. Fine. But if you say to me, I want to be 62.5 kilos, I'm going to be like, what the fuck, why? Oh, because that was the number I was at before. Okay, cool, but do you want to look toned and strong and confident in your clothes, or do you care about a number on a scale? If you care about how you look and how you feel more than that number on the scale, then throw that number in the bin. I want to lose 5 to 10 kilos. Okay, cool. It gives me a rough idea of how much weight we need to lose. It's important to have that number. But the actual specific number on the scale, throw it in the bin. Who cares? It's about trends. It's not about that specific number. But anyways, I digress. The real reason. So you want to tone up. You want to drop 5 kilos because you're going on a holiday. Okay, cool. That's so superficial. Why is that important to you? Because I want to be confident in my bikini. Okay, cool. Why is that important to you? Because the last time I went on a holiday, I didn't feel confident in my bikini. I didn't like getting photos and I felt really self-conscious. Okay, cool. Why is that important to you? Because it was all I was thinking of when I was on the holiday, and I know I should just feel confident no matter what, but it's all I was thinking about, and it actually ruined my time enjoying the holiday. I couldn't be as present with my partner. I felt like it was all I was thinking about. Okay, so the real reason is that you want to enjoy that holiday, be present with your partner, be in those family photos, and just enjoy yourself on the holiday without thinking twice about your body. That's your reason why. And so anytime that you want to stop, you come back to being like, I want to enjoy my holiday. I want to feel good. I want to feel comfortable. I want to jump around at the beach and just not think twice about it. That is going to drive you more than just like, oh, I've got a holiday coming up. Should probably lose a bit of weight, eh? It's not going to hit the same. Same as if you're like, I just want to, eat a bit better to, lose a bit of weight. It's like, cool. Why? Well, I want to eat better because I want to be able to teach this is a deeper why. You want to eat better so that you can be a role model for your kids on how to live a healthy, balanced life. You don't want to do this weight loss journey by eating as little as possible, cutting out all your favorite foods and showing your kids, hey, this is how you lose weight and look toned. Cut out all your favorite foods and eat 1,000 calories and do hours and hours of cardio like mummy does. Because your kids are going to watch that and they're going to think that's what's normal. So instead, maybe your health and fitness journey is like, I just want to develop healthy, sustainable habits to be a beautiful role model for my kids. I'm going to lose this weight so I'm healthy and I'm strong and I'm fit and I'm confident and I can run around with them and show them that they can do it while still eating ice cream all together as a family. That's power. You come back to that as your why and you will never fall off track on your weight loss journey, because every time you go to fall off track, you're going to look at your kids and think, fuck, I'm not being a good role model. I want to change that. I don't want to be what I saw as a kid. Think about that. That is your why. If your why is just like, I just want to, lose 10 kilos, it's like, cool. Why? Come back to that deeper reason, and when those times get tough, because inevitably a weight loss journey, fat loss journey, a health and fitness journey, these things do get hard. When you want to push your body to change and adapt beyond what you thought was capable, it gets hard because you have to push your comfort zone. So if you can come back to your deep, deep, deep whys, that's going to power you through even on the hardest days to keep going regardless of your motivation, regardless of feeling burnt out, because you're just going to want to keep going. So have your why align with your values. That's what's super duper important. Is it more confidence? Is it self-trust in yourself? Is it just literally health markers that you need to improve because you had other family members that had poor health markers? Is it being present and in family photos for the first time? Is it proving that you can actually do something that you say you're going to do and prove that to yourself? When your habits align with your values, discipline becomes easier because you're not forcing yourself, you're honoring yourself. Me, for example, integrity is a really, really important value to me. Integrity and loyalty. I do what I say I'm going to do. And so there is not a chance that I would be skipping out on my health and fitness journey in any way, shape, or form because of my integrity to myself, my goals. And I do what I say I'm going to do. And because of that, I will never miss as much as I can. Shit's going to hit the fan, life will happen. But what's in my control, I will control, and I will absolutely nail it because I'm integral to myself and my goals and my vision. When your habits align with your values, discipline becomes easier because you're not forcing yourself, you're honoring yourself. I repeat that because you need to hear it again. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline saves you. Motivation will come and go, and that is perfectly normal. Discipline is what will carry you through the boring weeks. And when I say discipline, it's not punishment, it's just your habits. It's your foundational habits. It's remembering, why did I start this in the first place? Coming back to that deeper why. And even when you're not feeling like it, you're going to do it anyways because your values, your integrity to yourself, and your goals are just too important. You don't need to feel motivated. You need systems that support you to keep going even when that motivation dips. And that, ladies, is how you beat Quitter's Day, by not relying on feelings but following the plan. Now, let's redefine success before burnout redefines it for you. If the scale is your only measure of success, then you will quit by January 31st. That is guaranteed, because the scale will also reflect gravity, water, salt, carbs, hormones, food volume, and not just the body fat. So you need to track wins that actually matter to you. How your clothes fit, your energy, your mood, your strength, your performance in the gym, your measurements, your sleep quality, your consistency over time. How many days in the last month did you nail your step goal? Awesome work. When you widen the definition of success, your progress becomes more visible and quitting stops making sense. Okay, so the January reframe. If you want to still be progressing February, March and beyond, and be sitting here in 2027 and you're still on a roll, remember this. You don't need to just do more. You don't need to be perfect. And you don't always have to push harder and harder and harder. You do need to start smaller, stack habits, and adjust instead of quitting. Think of the Google Maps analogy. Stay in the game. January isn't about proving how disciplined you are. It's about building something that you don't need to escape from. Progress that lasts past January is the real win. And that is what I want for every single one of you. Please, let's not be one of those statistics that quit by January 31st. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me, Sammy_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me, Livestrong, on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.